Morning, everyone. Today, the topic which we are going to discuss is skewness. Okay. So, let us first try to understand that what is skewness. So, in this section, we will discuss a very important characteristic of a frequency distribution, that is skewness. Skewness means lack of symmetry of a distribution or not symmetrical. So basically, what does skewness means? Skewness is basically when you plot the data given to you on a graph, and if it is not symmetrical, it is called skewed. Okay. So any distribution which has a longer tail to the right is called positively skewed, and any distribution that has a longer tail towards left is called negatively skewed. So here, as you can see in the figures, these are the diagrams. So in this first one, if you notice that, this one, if you notice this graph, see, this is skewed to left, right? So if it is skewed to left, it is called negatively skewed. And if it is skewed to right side, it is called positively skewed. So how do we have many a times discussed in our earlier lectures that how do we plot data on a graph, right? So I'll just show you one more time how to plot the data on the graph, then probably you will be able to understand it. So for example, just a second. So for example, here you have certain data and you want to plot it on the graph. So this is how we make a graph, right? Like this. These are y-axis, y and y dash. This is x and x dash, positive and negative. For example, whatever data you have, positive and negative, both values you have, you will plot it like this, x on y, something like this. Okay. So, for example, we have plotted the data on the graph, and this is how it looks like, okay, when I plotted the data on the graph. And if I'll try to, sum up the data under one roof, this is the shape I got, like this. So, in this figure, you can, get an idea that the data is almost evenly spread out to both left hand side and right hand side, right? So, this type of graph is called symmetric graph, symmetric data, okay? So, moving forward, if the same data, if the same data, most of the values are plotted on this side, like here, okay? If most of the values are plotted this side, so the graph will look like this, right? Is it right? Right. So such a graph where most of the values are on left hand side and it is skewed here. It is skewed to right hand side. So this is called rightly skewed. Just have a look on this one here. So this one, it looks like this. So it is called positively skewed, like this one. And on the other hand, if the data is majorly on this side, here, if I plot it on the graph and the data is on this side. So the graph will look like this. So it is called left skewed, right? So we called it negatively skewed, right? So this is how we have three types of graphs. So similar graphs I have shown here, which I showed you, right? So if the data is majorly plotted to the right hand side, it is called negatively skewed, like here you can see this one. Here data is majorly plotted this side. That's why it is negatively skewed, right? And if the data is majorly plotted on this side, so it becomes positively skewed, right? But if the data is evenly spread out, this is called normal distribution. So this is normal distribution. Okay. So these three types of curves we have. So basically, on the basis of the curves, we decide the data is negatively skewed or positively skewed or normally skewed. So in normal distribution, the third one, this is said to be the most adequate situation. The third, this middle one. So this situation is called the most adequate situation. So now, in three cases, when the data is negatively skewed or positively skewed or normally distributed, normally skewed, the mean, median, and mode are different in these three cases. Okay. So, what is the symptom? How do we calculate, mean, median, mode? So, as you can see, if the data is negatively skewed, so the central value, this value, central value is called the mode. Then next to central value is called median, and the most left value, this is called median. Okay. On the other hand, if it is positively skewed, then this central value again called mode, this is median and this is mean. So always, data is like this: mean, median, mode. So in this case, in negative distribution, in this case, mean, median, mode like this, and here mean, median, mode like this case, right? And in case of normal distribution, the central line, this value, mean, median, and mode will remain same. Only single value. So value of mean would equal to median would equal to mode. So in this central case, normal distribution case, here in this case, mean equals to mode equals to median. The three values would be same, okay, in case of normal distribution. But in case of negative or positively skewed data, mean, median, mode would not be same, right? So always mean, median, and mode. Okay. So it's like mean is less than mode, median is less than mode. So this would be the scenario in case of other two. Okay, so in case of normal distribution only, mean, median, and mode would remain same. But in rest of the cases, negatively or positively skewed data, mean, median, and mode would not remain same. The values will vary. Okay, so now let's move forward with the test of skewness. How do we understand that the data is not normally distributed? This thing we have to check. So how do we check that the data, just by looking at, you do not have to plot any graph. Just by looking at the data, how do you say that data is not, normally distributed? How do we check that? So there are certain situations with which you understand that the data is not normally distributed. So I'll discuss these situations one by one with you. So test, just a second. Okay, tests of skewness. Just a second. Just So test of skewness. So test of skewness is basically without actually calculating, you will, really understand that the data is skewed, not normally distributed. Basically, the the central figure data is not symmetric. Skewed normal distribution means data is symmetric. Like you can see in this middle case that the data is symmetric. If I cut the data from between, like the central line, so on both left hand side and right hand side, same number of values would be there. Like here and here, same values would be there. So symmetric is some symmetric in very layman language. Symmetric is something, if we distribute it from the center, both left and right hand side would remain same. Okay, but in these two cases you can see that if I divide it from the center, the left values and right values are not same. So this is called symmetry. So only this central figure is symmetrical, rest first and third is not symmetrical, right? So now let's see how do we check test of skewness. So okay, let's start. First is the value of means, the value of mean, median and mode do not coincide. Uh, coincide, right? So which means the value of mean, median and mode are not same. So only in case of normal distribution, the value of mean, median and mode are same. Other two cases, the value of mean, median and mode would remain different. Okay. Then second one is quartiles are not equidistant from the median. So the second situation is quartiles are not equidistant from the median. So this is second situation. We'll understand this in questions also. So they are saying quartiles are not equidistant from median, right? Basically, what is the formula for uh, you know quartiles? So how do we say that Q1, Q2, and Q3? So this Q2 value should always, this Q2 value is also called median, because it divides the data into equal parts, right? So in case of skewed data, this gap of Q1 and Q2 here, this gap of Q1 and Q2 and Q2 and Q3 are not same. They vary. But in case of normal data, normally distributed data, this gap would always remain same. Okay. So in case of skewed data, Q1 and Q2, in case of normal data, in case of normal data, Q Q2 minus Q1 is equal to Q3 minus Q2. Right, in case of normal data. But in case of skewed data, these values are not equal. But in case of skewed data, these values are not equal. It may be greater than or less than whatsoever. This is not equal. This will not be equal. Right, so this is the second scenario we have. Then third case, how do we check that this is skewed or not? The sum of positive deviations, sum of positive deviations from the median is not equal to the sum of negative deviations. So basically, what does it mean that, we always try to calculate deviations. So how do we calculate deviation? Deviations are calculated like x minus mean. This is the formula to calculate deviation. So here few values may be positive, few values may be positive, and few values may be negative when we calculate you know uh, deviations. But in case of normally distributed data, these positive deviations, positive deviations should be equal to negative deviations. But in case of skewed data, either positive or negative, doesn't matter. These positive deviations and negative deviations should not be equal. It means when we calculate the summation, if the answer comes zero, it means data is normally distributed. But if there is some other value, if the positive deviations and the negative deviations are not equal, then it is called skewed data, right? For example, I'll just give you an example, very small example. It's like few values like -2, -3, 0. These I'm showing you the deviations, okay? So -3, then 3 and 2. So here, if we calculate its summation, it will come 0 because -2 and -3 would be cancelled out by 3 and plus 3 and plus 2. So deviation would come 0. But this is called normal distribution. Normal distribution. But in case of abnormal distribution, or you can say skewed distribution, so deviation is basically this x minus mean. Okay, so x minus mean could be like -3, -5, 0, 8, and 10. So you would get some other figure. Answer would not be 0. So here it can be -8 and then 10. 10 would be the answer. So this is called skewed data. This is skewed distribution. So this is called, if the answer is not 0, then it is called skewed distribution. So this is third test of skewness. So the first test was mean, median, and mode are not zero, are not same. Sorry. Second is Q2 minus Q1 is not equal to Q3 minus Q2. And the third test is positive deviations are not equal to negative deviations. So we have these three cases. Okay. So moving forward, what is the fourth test? So the fourth test is frequencies are not equally distributed at points of equal deviation from the mode. So basically, I'll just write it down, then we'll discuss. So frequencies are not equally distributed at points of equal deviations from mode. So basically, what does this statement tells you is this, like here, if you see that this is the mode value. So on the left hand side and on the right hand side, the values look same. It is symmetric. But in case of negatively or positively skewed data, here major values are this side. And in this positively distribution, major values are on right hand side. So this is how you tell. Just looking at the figures, you can understand that the data is skewed or not. So in this case, when the left hand side and right hand side of the mode, the central value is same, symmetric, it is called normal distribution. But in case of, this left hand side figure and right hand side figure, here major data is on left hand side, so this is called negatively skewed data. And when the data is majorly on right hand side, it is called positively skewed data. So this is how we can judge that the data is normally distributed or not. Then next one is, fifth is the frequency curve of the normal distribution. So this is all about frequency distribution. The frequency distribution is not symmetric. This also you can say by just looking at the plot of the graph, like I did in last assumption. So in the central figure, you can very clearly see that the data is symmetric. But in this case and in this case, data is not symmetrically distributed. So here we are. Now let's move forward. So these are basic 5 test of skewness. Now let's move forward. What are the formulas? So let's discuss the formulas. We have measures of skewness. Measures of skewness. So measures of skewness tell us the direction and extent to skewness. Measures of skewness explains the direction and extent of skewness. So basically direction is either it is positively skewed or negatively skewed, and extent is how much the data can be hugely skewed, or the data can be moderately skewed. So measure of skewness will tell you that what is the direction, either positively skewed or negatively skewed, and extent will tell you how much skewed it is. Is it highly skewed, hugely skewed, or moderately skewed or less skewed? It depends. So for example, if I'll do this, so this is skewed but not that much. But if I plot it like this is hugely skewed. So you get to know that how much skewed it is, how much skewed the data is. So basically there can be these can be classified as following. These can be classified as following. How do we do that? There are two measures. First is absolute measure of skewness. The first is absolute measure of skewness, and the second is relative measure of skewness. So, how do we calculate absolute measure of skewness? Absolute measure of skewness for skewed distribution the mean tends to lie the same side of the mode. For skewed distribution, the mean tends to lie the same side of the mode for longer tail. So the more the mean moves away from mode, this line is important. The more the mean moves away from the mode, the greater is the departure from symmetry. So what does it mean? It means if the distance between, in very simple terms, we can say that if the distance between mean and mode is huge, the data is highly skewed. Okay. On the other hand, if the data is, if the distance between mode and mean is less, the data is less skewed. So as I told you, know that data is skewed, but how much skewed? How much? The extent. What is the extent of skewness? So the greater the extent of skewness, the difficult, the data is far away from normality. So if the distance between mode and median is less, the data is less skewed. But if mode and median lies on the same value, the data is normally distributed, right? So how do we calculate it? The formula to calculate skewness here is um the formula to calculate skewness is as following. So here the formula is skewness equals to mean minus mode, right? And other formula can be skewness equals to mean minus median. As we studied in the graph also, like if the data is skewed, so here you can see the difference between, if it is far away, this mode and this mean, if they are quite far away, then the data is hugely skewed. And we can also understand the skewness by the difference of mean and median also. So you just have to see what is the gap between mean and mode or mean and median. You will be able to understand it. Okay. So, but if the mean, median, and mode are on same line, the data is normally distributed. So basically, the difference between mean and mode and mean and median tells you that you know the extent of skewness. This will tell you the extent of skewness. So let's move forward now. So here skewness is positive. It means the greater the mode. We will study, and there is one more formula. So that formula I'll also discuss with you. Skewness equals to Q3 minus Q1 minus 2 median. So this is another formula to calculate skewness. So basically, absolute measure of skewness have serious drawbacks. So there are few problems with skewness also. So the major drawback of skewness is that it can only tell you about the skewness of the current data only. If you want to compare two different datas, you cannot use these formulas. Then you would need relative measure of skewness, right? So the major drawback of absolute measure of skewness is it cannot compare the skewness of two data sets. So if someone wants to compare the normality of the data, one has to use relative measure of skewness. So in next lecture we will discuss about relative measure of skewness also. So this is all about a measure of skewness. What is skewness, how do we check skewness, and what is the basic meaning of skewness. In next lecture we will discuss the practical aspects of skewness.